your mark, get set, go. Looking like new money in my retros. Urban legend, the most slept on. Used to get work, tennis shoe, never stepped on. Old girl wanna give it up. She came with her man, I don't give a fuck.
Alright, man, so it's your boy Mr. Know-It-All. I was wondering, you know what I'm saying, if I'm capable, or how I come out if I decide to finally fucking press record on this shit and start sharing some things with y'all. You know what I mean? I've been trying to do this podcast shit. Not even trying. I don't even want to say trying to do this podcast shit. I've been wanting to do this podcast shit for a minute, couple years, at least 2 years now. Like, I've been watching hella podcasts. Like, I'm an avid podcast fucking watcher. And, like, some of my favorites off the top of my head, you know what I'm saying? I watch Joe Budden podcast like every episode when it dropped. Tank and J Valentine, R&B Money, Horrible Decisions, shout out Homeroom University, you know, all them type of niggas, right? And something I struggle with off top is like, I was so busy like trying to make my shit look perfect, trying to make my shit all beautiful, make sure I was cute, make sure my motherfucking beard was lined up, my hair was freshly braided and all of that shit. And before I knew it, like, you know what I'm saying, so much time had passed to where I'm like, fuck it. Like, I went through phases of like, I bought all the equipment and tried to get my lighting correct and when I got to that point, like, I didn't have shit to talk about. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just turn this motherfucker on at random every day that I can. That's my first goal. I'm gonna start working on consistency. I'm gonna turn this motherfucker on as much as I can, no matter what's going on around me. Wifey in the kitchen right now, making motherfucking dinner, which is breakfast to most people because I work third shift. But, you know, with all my research I've done and practicing and editing skills and shit that I think I might have, I should be able to turn this shit on and do my motherfucking thing just like this. Learn how to be myself. I started off, so quite naturally, I thought the best way, the easiest route for me to go is I started a battle rap review like blog called Unpopular Opinions, which that's still gonna be going on. Y'all just disappoint me right now and I ain't got shit to talk about. But some of the first mistakes I made was not being myself. Like, I started off trying to be a character and like act a certain way and say little cheesy ass, corny ass catchphrases. Which also brings me to another point. I don't have a name for this motherfucking podcast. It's just Mr. Know-It-All. Just call me Mr. Know-It-All. This is Herb TV with Mr. Know-It-All. And we'll call this first episode the What the Fuck Took Me So Long podcast. So this is what the fuck took me so long. Worrying about the wrong shit. First of all, you know what I'm saying, thinking I need to have a specific person to fuck with, who I got chemistry with, I was trying to skip so many steps. I was trying to hurry up and jump up and run before I even crawled at all. And, you know, my idea is gonna come to fruition and I'm gonna eventually make that shit happen, but for right now, I gotta just start getting this content out there, and I need to interact with y'all and see what y'all wanna hear about, what y'all wanna talk about. Like, y'all need to drop comments and shit. Like, that's another thing. If you look on my other page, you see all my other podcasts and shit that I tried to start. I do a lot of, propaganda. I don't know if that ain't the right word. Y'all correct me, but like and subscribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe the page. And man, fuck all that. I'm just trying to be natural to start off right now, and we gonna see where this shit go. And the sweet part about that is I'm not monetized right now, and I don't even give a fuck about being monetized. So I could talk candidly how the fuck I can be myself. I can say what the fuck I want to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to not say the wrong shit, and I don't know all the laws and guidelines and shit of each social media site. But I'm gonna try not to say no shit to get canceled and get my videos taken down. As long as this shit dope. Or as long as I feel like somebody out there is like me. Whatever my opinions is, yeah, I'm very aware that a lot of people are not gonna agree with the shit I be saying about a lot of shit and my takes on shit, but some of y'all out there feel the same way I feel, and ain't nobody saying that shit. So I want to be the one to say that shit. But I'm going to say a lot of shit. Like, for real. So, I want to start here. Wait. I want to start here. So, I was watching Joe Budden podcast, and they had a guest on the, I don't know if it was a Patreon episode or not, Ray Daniels. I wasn't put on to his podcast, so then I backtracked and watched an interview that Joe Budden did on Ray Daniels' podcast like 10 months ago. And he asked good-ass questions about, like, advice that he would give to up-and-coming podcasters and shit. And the first things that stuck out to me is he was like, you know, the will to do it was his first answer. And like, damn, I did all this research and practicing and studying this shit and watching. And it became hard for me to get out of the consumer space. You gotta, you know, I heard somebody else say, shout out to Think Media. If anybody looking for advice and shit and tips on how to do this shit as far as production and all of that shit, go to Think Media on YouTube, thinkmedia.com, I think maybe their website, whatever. But they always say, you know, you gotta convert, you gotta graduate from being a consumer to a creator. You know what I'm saying? And I was consuming so fucking much. I feel like I've been through a college course on like how to produce content, but I didn't have no content to produce. Like, I know how to make the shit look good. I done bought all kind of, the wifey's so tired of fucking Amazon pulling up to the house because I keep buying shit. You know what I'm saying? But then when it was time to set all the cameras up, set all the lights up and all this hours of preparation and shit, then I sit in front of the camera like, fuck, what I want to talk about. Like, y'all don't know how many, that's why I don't got no name for it right now, because y'all don't know how many times, how many little cheesy ass phrases and titles I tried to come up with, gimmicky type shit. And I ain't know whether some of the shit was supposed to be different titles of podcasts or different segments on one podcast. Should I be doing some DJ Vlad shit and interviewing people? Do I need a co-host? Cause I'm keep it a bean. I'm not really that comfortable just talking to y'all like by myself like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to being the only one on camera. I feel like I'm more of a producer and shit, whether that's in the music industry or in the video production, the content industry. I'd rather not be the motherfucker on camera, but that was another one of the titles. It was gonna be called No Friends Podcast, because I ain't got nobody to fuck with me, like, on this shit. For real, like, everybody's so touchy about what they, you know, how they look on camera, and it takes a lot of development. If y'all know anything about artist development, it takes development to be able to get somebody comfortable on camera and be able to be themselves. Unless you're a gifted talent. If you're a person that can just get on here and talk. I just happen to like to fucking talk. And yeah, they've been telling me my whole life, you just like to hear yourself talk. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. Which brings back to my point of, I'm not monetized. I'm gonna say what the fuck I wanna say on here. Y'all get used to it. Cancel these nuts. I'm not from that generation. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. I'm finna go eat these motherfucking nachos and see how cross-eyed I look looking in this motherfucking lens, because I got this camera with the thing off to the side. When I'm looking right here, I'm looking to see what I look like on camera. It don't even look like my autofocus working. What if I touch it? But when I look right here, now I'm looking in the lens and I can't see the camera, but this one eye probably still trying to see the camera. Either way, figure I set it up right here because I like how this shit look right here. And this ain't even for the video. This is just how my living room look. But yeah, shit, you know what? Everything ain't got to be an hour-long motherfucking segment. This one over 10 minutes right now. It'll probably be about 10 minutes, maybe under 10 minutes after I get through editing some of the bullshit out. If I do them this short, I could probably talk to y'all every day. And yeah, I get better with this shit. Like, I should be taking notes, like, and having shit. Oh, that's another thing I did. Man, I went through so many steps. Look, I bought a motherfucking teleprompter. I bought a motherfucking teleprompter because I thought that was the way to go. Like, damn, okay, if I could look straight in the camera and read the words. But I don't even write the words down when I rap, like in the studio, when I sing and shit. Like, because when you read shit, you say it different. You're going to deliver it different. Like, yeah, it's good that I have a teleprompter so in case I got to shoot some type of commercial or promo or some shit. But for this natural shit, it took me a long time to get here and be comfortable enough. Like, I'm really not even comfortable right now. Like, I still got on my work shirt. And I don't know if y'all can see my little flyaway. My edge is, like, fucked up. But I'm here. So, fuck it. Until next time, motherfuckers.